Here and make this video. I wanted to come in here and make this video just following a Diamond Dojo workshop. We just had a 2-hour deep dive in our membership about being stress-free and energized. And I wanted to share something that came up in this workshop with you, and definitely something that's been happening in my life to help you if you are feeling hooked in to a depleting, stressful sort of mentality. This video is really going to help. So I want to begin by taking a deep breath. Let's take a deep, glorious breath in and exhale out. And I'm going to share something with you before we even get into this topic, because many of you ask me this question. You say, Veronica, how do you make videos? I want to make videos, and every time I go to hit broadcast or to make a video, I freeze in my tracks. So just before I hit broadcast, it happened to me just now in this moment. I didn't actually want to hit broadcast. Fear came up. And I share this with you because fear is not a sign to stop. It's actually a sign to move forward, typically, if you don't have a tiger chasing you. I'm also sharing this with you because I'm no different from you. The only difference is that when I make a video, I'm not thinking about how you're perceiving me, and I will be getting to what this video is actually about. I make this video to give you something valuable. So since I get that question every day of my life, I am posing this to you, I'm offering this to you, that if you want to share something and you've been holding back, oh, Britta, I love you so much. Oh God, and check out Britta's channel. So if it happens to Britta and it happens to me, just know that if you wait until the fear passes, it's never going to happen. So the key is to pivot your mind from what can I get, what are you going to think of me, to what can I give you. So I'm here to give you something really powerful. Ding! And basically what this is most of our world is functioning at a certain pace. And I will tell you personally that I'm right now unhooking from a pace that I didn't even realize that I was hooked into as I've been growing my business exponentially over the last few years. And I really feel this is so important to spell out so that we can clear the spell, because it is a spell of sorts, and start to step into something way more empowering and liberating so that we are energized and peaceful, even especially during these times. So the root of stress is a pace problem. Okay, the root of stress is, yes, Kate, the root of stress is actually a pace problem. It is a pace in our world that's basically telling us, or I'll just speak for myself. I've caught myself over the last few years moving faster, speaking faster, going faster, and believing in my head that I have to do more in order to succeed. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because what I've realized in uncovering in my own consciousness and drilling down is that our society is really training us, or has trained us from the moment we were born, to believe that there's lack. There's something missing in the moment, and you have to get somewhere in the future in order to be okay, in order to be enough, in order to have enough. And if we believe this, we will continue to deplete ourselves and grind ourselves to the ground. Have you ever heard somebody say to you, like if you're like, God, I'm so busy, and someone says to you, oh my God, that's great. Like every time I've said in the past, I'm super busy, so many people say, that's so good, that's great. And I've never understood that response. Like, why is busy good? So what we're starting to unhook from, and what I'm really revealing to you right here and now, is that busy, the mantra that's been playing, the mantra we've been taught is that busy is better. Presence is better. So we're going to cross that out. But busy is better. And the belief structure that our whole human society, like get this for a moment, our whole human society, especially in Western culture, is built on a belief that there isn't enough time, there isn't enough money, I have to work harder, I have to go faster, right? So it's like this incessant race to nowhere. I'm bringing this up for you to ask yourself today, is this true for you? Have you been believing that you don't have enough time or you don't have enough money? And if so, just taking a few breaths, facts. Okay, so tell me more, Melissa. Is that a fact? Like you believe that as a fact, or yeah, tell me more about that. So, do either of these exist for you? I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money. And if so, do you notice that there's always a race to work harder and to go faster? Okay, so what I've been tracking in my life, and it's completely debunked it, and it's something I've had to unwind from after being in a really intensive business training for a couple years. It definitely expanded my business exponentially, but what I have been left with is a mentality that I feel is my duty to share with you so that you don't fall into this trap as a heart-centered entrepreneur, as a spiritual entrepreneur, that hard work and driving faster is what will lead to success. And that is not true. Okay? We are taught in our society, and some of very successful people are living by this. And as it does bring financial success, what it typically does is bring health deficit. And I want you to ask yourself, what is success to you? Yes, exactly. It's what society wants us to believe. What is success to you? So I have to work harder. I have to go faster. There's not enough time. There's not enough money is what most people are being run by. So it's really, really important to track that in your own self and ask yourself, in this moment, so what I realized is that I've always been wealthy. I've always been abundant. I've always had good health. But my mind was telling me, and by the way, even if you have health struggles, wealth is not dependent on health. It's really a mindset. It is a frequency. Wealth is frequency. Wealth is the way we are, how deeply we are breathing, how connected to the moment we are. So what I realized in myself is that I was believing that I had to get to a financial goal in order to be wealthy, in order to be successful. And what that did was, for years, robbed me of my actual wealth and success that I already had. I had plenty of energy. I had plenty of like nature, which is free all around me. I had my health. I had all of these things, but I was seeing it as I would be wealthy and successful later, not where I am now. And so the root of stress and what is draining most people's energy is a pace problem. It is a pace issue. It is this like race, what Jason and I were just calling in the workshop, the race pace. It is literally this race to some future that never even arrives. And this is the crazy part. Because once you reach that goal, then there's another goal and another goal. And then we're never actually enjoying where we are. So the root of stress, if it's a pace problem, why does the root of stress even come into play in our lives? We have to actually believe the lies that Melissa was just saying, like that they're facts in society. In order to go at that pace, we actually have to believe that we're not enough right now. And so if we believe we're not enough right now, then what we're fed from the time we're born, which is you have to earn your worth, you have to keep going, you have to go faster, there's not enough time, hurry up. These sorts of messages that we've gotten since we were kids, which are actually based on a society that is a very unhealthy culture, if you haven't noticed. Most people are sick. The pharmaceutical industry is incredibly rich, and it depends on people being sick. And I don't think that's an evil thing. I think it's just an ignorance, an unconscious thing that we are evolving out of as a humanity. And I'm making this video for you to ask you, have you been believing that your future self is going to be better than who you are right now? Have you been believing that once you have X, Y, Z in the future, you can live with yourself? You will be worth life. You will be worth, existence. And I share this with you as a complete debunking of that BS and to clean that up right here and right now, because you are worthy right now. And I will go so far as to say that you are wealthy right now. You are wealthy right now. How do I know? Because you're interested in this channel, which means that you're actually connected to spiritual purpose, which means that you are evolve to a level in your consciousness that is actually connected to something deeper than the surface of things, which is always fleeting, coming and going. And that tells me that you're connected to a spiritual wealth, which is really what we are here for. So if you can shift from busy is better, I have to work harder, I have to go faster, I have to get to this future self, I have to create this in order to be valuable, doesn't mean we don't move towards those things and enjoy the creative process of that. However, it's really about putting presence first. It's about realizing, what if right now, because this is what's been happening to me, I'm looking back and realizing, Veronica, holy Shabib, sister soul, you have been rich all along. Even when you had $3 in your bank account and you had no way to get to anything because you couldn't even put gas in your car, you were rich back then. Like, I have had to go back to my past self in recent meditations and let that version of me know that I am wealthy, I'm amazing, I have everything I need, and to know that all needs are met. Has there ever been a time in your life where your needs were not met? Is it actually true that you have to work harder or you have to be better in order to get what you want, in order to be valuable? So I'm not going to go much deeper than this. We just did a 2-hour workshop on it, so we just went super deep into this. But I will just say, in step 1, where I'm just sharing with you, seeing the illusion, and I'm going to give you a powerful free resource right here and right now to shift out of anything that has been draining your energy and step into a frequency of love, of wealth, of grace, of ease, of inspiration, of connection. Jason and I are doing a 3-day challenge. It is complimentary, it's a gift, and actually a little secret surprise is not such a surprise anymore. The 4th day, we are doing a 4th day actual masterclass, so it's going to be this incredibly deep dive called Skyrocket Your Frequency and Positively Impact Others. So if you've been wanting to make a difference, maybe you've been wanting to make videos, but fear is holding you back, you've been wanting to grow your coaching business or start a soul-centered business, flourishing, income, impact, energy, all of it. We're going to be addressing all of this in a way that we never have before. And it's time to share what has transformed our business, and most importantly, our consciousness, our frequency, our energy, the mistakes we made so you don't make those mistakes, and the things that absolutely work to make sure that you feel energized and you are present, you're peaceful in your consciousness as you're growing your wealth, as you're growing your impact and your community. Okay, so if you want to join us in that, make sure to join us at diamondprocessgift.com. It starts on October 5th. Go to diamondprocessgift.com and we will see you there on October 5th. So this is just me on a Saturday coming in here and asking you, has this been playing out in your life in any way? Have you been buying into your future self is going to be somehow better than who you are now? And I'm just clearing that away for you here and now, just inhaling in, take a few deep breaths. And are you open to realizing that the power of you, the wealth of you, the inspiration of you, the confidence of you is already here? It's just about unlearning a few things. It's just about sweeping clean some of the belief structures that have been holding you back from truly anchoring into this higher frequency and making a beneficial difference in our world from this place. So if you want to go deeper with this, go to diamondprocessgift.com. It is a free complimentary journey. Some of you were in our last one and loved it, and it was incredibly powerful. It's all new content. It's going to be amazing. Join us. I'm going to look at some of your questions or your chat, whatever you have shared here. And let's stay with our breath for a few moments, because that's really the most valuable thing there is to breathe. I love it. I asked the group today in the dojo, I crossed out busy is better because I'm like, that's just not true. It's a trick that tells us that busy is better. Keep running forward, keep racing forward. Someday you're going to get there. And all it does is empty our hearts, stuff our closets our bellies with food we don't need to eat, drain our financial bank accounts. And it's a system in place to make sure that we never feel enough. You can't possibly ever feel enough if you believe that you have to have X, Y, and Z to be enough. So when you're in this race pace, we're chasing this thing that never arrives, and it feels so off, and it's because it's not real, it's not authentic to nature, our human nature and earth, the pace of nature, that we need these temporary fills and purchases and addictions in order to feel temporarily satiated, but then there's never an end to that. So what we're doing with this is debunking this, clearing this. And I asked the group, what would you say other than busy is better? Because that's a lie. And many of them said presence is better. Breathing is better. So can you breathe into your belly? Can you breathe a little bit deeper? Can you put presence first? Can you bring self-love and self-care into your life here and now on a level that you haven't yet, right? Even more than ever. Yes, unlearning. Melissa, I find it hard to keep my presence foundation when I try to participate in society. I'm trying very hard to integrate and have both. We'll be joining you too for sure. Awesome, Melissa. And I'm just going to tell you that I am in this place right now of, although many of you probably see or imagine that I'm super integrated in the world, which I am, what I've been uncovering through going deeper and deeper and deeper is that there's a level of presence that is available, that's infinite. And what I'll say that's been helping me, that's even greater than what I've experienced in the past, in those years of building my business, is that when I breathe into my belly while I'm speaking or while I'm engaging with another human, and I let my belly be full, and I just fully root into my physical body, that's a powerful way to integrate and be able to stay present while being of service or while engaging with people or doing, work in the world, breathing into the belly. So you might start to track that, Melissa, and notice, am I breathing like shallow in my heart? It's something I noticed I was doing, and instead start to breathe very intentionally into the belly. So let's see. Because money is man-made and most things, if not all, are things that humans have created, nature is what brings up our vibration. We all have everything we need. Love yourself first. So beautiful. That's exactly what we just taught in the workshop. It's as if you were there with us. Britta, I love you so much. Yeah, it's a big one. Definitely check out the dojo workshop we just did, Britta, because I think it might, Jason and I, when we hung up the workshop, we were like, this is the next level of our work. It's just the tip of the iceberg, but we got to start talking about this more and revealing more. We got really personal in it. Shannon, oh my goodness, you're here. Beautiful, you guys. All right, so I'm going to complete this here. Let's take a deep breath. And exhale it out. And known or unknown, whatever those belief structures that have been limiting you in any way in your life, whether it's your health, your wealth, your confidence, your service in the world, as you breathe here now, I just ask that on your next exhale, just intending that anything that's ready to be released, be released. And as you inhale in, starting to breathe deeper into the power of yourself, into your infinite wealth, into your radiant health, and to allowing your frequency to expand, because this is the foundation of everything that you, me, we want, right? So to expand your frequency, and I declare that through this weekend or any time that you watch this video over the next hours and days, that whatever needs to be shed in order to allow more and more of your abundance consciousness to be set in place and your wealth and health consciousness to be set in place in every cell of your body, that whatever needs to fall away with ease falls away, and everything you need, all needs met, starts to fill up your consciousness, your cellular structure, knowing that you right here, right now are whole. You are more than enough. You are wealth itself. You are human nature, connected to nature herself. And if we haven't noticed, nature is infinite in supply. She doesn't even replicate the same thing twice. She has so much that she doesn't even create the same human twice. So human nature, we are connected to this infinite supply. And I trust that by watching this video, you, me, all of us are starting to remember our infinite supply, source from this place, unplug from the race pace, and remember that you are fully cared for, always taken care of. And if you want the fast track, go put your feet on the earth or lay down on the earth for at least 20 minutes, charge up. And if you don't believe me, go earthing or grounding. If you don't believe me, watch the movie Earthing, the documentary. It will change your life. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here with me today and choosing to make a meaningful impact in the world through your frequency. And if you choose to have a soul-centered business, doing it from the overflow, from presence, from love. I believe in you. I love you guys with all of my heart. And I will see you in the next video. If you got something from this video, why not? Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are committed to raising your frequency, you would like support with this, and you are ready to grow or create your soul-centered business where you get to make an impact in the world and live doing what you love to do. All right, and join us for the free 3-day challenge coming up at Diamond Process Gift. Oh, I'm so glad you are here, Shannon. I'm so glad we got to connect here today. Ooh, yeah, we're going to be sharing this with you guys too in the coach training, because what we shared today in this workshop, it's necessary. So we're going to be bringing it in. We're having a lot of awakenings right now, which is probably, there's a lot of good coming. I'll just say that. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Go to diamondprocessgift.com to get your free access pass to our upcoming 3-day challenge. Skyrocket your frequency and positively benefit others. Positively make a difference in our world, something like that. Okay, mwah. I love you. Bye.